What's up, my fellow comic book readers? Guys, the dent in the TBR pile continues to grow. Let's talk about the comics that I read this morning, okay? First off, we got Of the Earth issue number 2. This one's a pretty crazy story. The girl, as you know in the last issue, the girl comes and finds her grandma down in the basement covered in oil and scared. In this one, she calls and has somebody come out to come help her because she can't get any information out of her grandma. And, you know, they may or may not see something out in the field. It's a pretty crazy ride. I'm really loving this so far. Next up, we got Corpse Night, issue number 3. I really like this issue. I like when the story keeps going along and then they keep dropping little nuggets of information. And this one, at the end of this issue, it kind of dropped the possibility that maybe the girl's dad was either cursed or was a really bad person. Or, you know, there's more to the story than just the dad coming back to life, and they're still on the hunt for Joan d'Arc, so that's pretty cool. I'm really liking this. I love that the first issue was like more art than word, and now they're actually starting to add some context to everything and some verbiage going on. Next up, we got In Your Skin, issue number 3. This is so gory, skin ripping off the flesh on every single page. The story is a little confusing, but it's also a little sad. There's a lot of, like, stuff that you're grasping in this, but then there's the, like, what is actually going on. So if you're into that kind of, like, horror and, like, you know, like, a story evolving with horror behind it, I definitely recommend this. I will say the same for everybody. I don't think that everybody is going to like this, and it's definitely rated MA. There's some adult scenes in there. And then last but not least of this review video, we're going to talk about White Sky, issue number 4. You know, if you haven't been reading this as of lately or at all, the world is kind of ended and ghosts have come back and they're like killing people. And this issue, the girl, the daughter is like running around with a woman that she rescued, and come to find out the woman might be connected to the bad guys, but also not one of the bad guys, right? But there's a little flashback. I think it's a flashback at the end of this, which didn't make sense to me. Maybe it made sense to you. Maybe you can enlighten me. But it was like the last 3 pages of this issue. I was just like, there was no context. I was just like, what? But yeah, I'm enjoying all 4 of those stories. I definitely recommend them to almost everybody. Again, the In Your Skin may not be for everybody, but that's okay. But even if you're not going to read those today, pick up something, read it, stimulate that mind, and have a great day.